Okay, so here is a little thing I want you to hold in mind when you are doing self-treatment on yourself, so using your hands on yourself. Now, the pressure that you use is like picking a really, really ripe raspberry, and luckily for me, we have some pretty ripe ones here. So if you think about picking a raspberry, let's find some really good ones. This is a really ripe one around here. The pressure that you want to use is really gentle. So it's the kind of pressure that allows you to gently pull the raspberry, where's it gone? There it is. Pull the raspberry off the cane rather than squishing it. So that was a real gentle pressure, rather than using a pressure that does that. Can you see what happened there? We used too much pressure. Oh, I'm sure there's a way of focusing this thing. Too much pressure and we squish the raspberry. You don't want to use so much pressure that you squish the raspberry, although I get to eat that one now. So once again, I could play this game all day. Once again, it's using enough pressure that if you were to pick a raspberry, a really ripe raspberry, you're holding it gently enough that it comes off completely intact and perfect. Cool, alrighty. So that's the kind of pressure you're using when you do self-treatment. Remember, it's gentle enough to pluck the raspberry, not hard enough to squish the raspberry, and it's exactly the same on your body. And you're using that level of pressure, the gentle pressure rather than the squished pressure, so that your brain sends out calming signals to your nervous system, and when your nervous system is calm, it allows the body to release those restrictions. Good stuff. Okay. So bearing that in mind, remember you're plucking raspberries, not squishing raspberries.